as hard as it may be to do, mom has to allow the child's spirit to bloom into what it is. And once we realize what the child's spirit is, then we can follow in that direction. Not necessarily lead, because we have to be taught sometimes. We don't know it all. Sometimes the infant can teach us so much because we don't know it all. I learn from my dogs every day, and they're puppies. Everyone says to train your dog, make your dog obey. All of this control that you should have over your dog. And prior dogs, I went that route. But I'm the man of many mistakes. And you don't have to be. But you can if you want. I made them for you. So my point is, with the dogs, no different than the children, we have to allow them to teach us sometime. Because we're never at a point where we can stop saying we're teachable, or we're still, or we just know it all. You're never at that point. And if you ever meet a person that tells you that they know it all and they don't want to hear it, you should run the other way as fast as you can. Take off your shoes and start running. That fast. That's an issue. That's a problem. That's a detriment to you and to themselves. So my dogs train me. They tell me, hey, Pops, I'm going to run all the way over here and you might not see me, but I'm okay. So don't get crazy. Don't start yelling for me. Don't start shocking me on my collar. Just let me go and do what I do, because this is my habitat. I like running in the woods. I like being free. I like sniffing out other scents. I like smelling my enemy. I like smelling my foes. I like feeling out my environment. And I had to learn that and allow the Most High to protect the dog while he's in his atmosphere. Meanwhile, I still continue to walk the path. And guess what? With no effort, he comes and checks on me. I see him up the hill. I see him up the mountain checking on me, making sure I'm okay. And then he goes back to his thing. Yeah. Because I let go. I allowed him to let his spirit be free. And I learned that he has a spirit of love and protection. So mothers, understand, children have everything the dog has. They have their own territory. They have their own senses, their own smells, their own ways, their own language. And it may not coincide with yours, but don't inflict pain on the child. Don't force your energy into the child, because who says you're right? Show me where your report card says, I'm right for this behavior with my child. Show me your success rate. And I'll be back. I'll sit back and I'll take that. But if you can't show me the success, well, let the child show you something, because I guarantee you the child will teach you something. The child will teach you something. Ever since I can remember, that's all my mother and father used to say to me was, who are you? How do you know this stuff? So evidently, I'm here for the free library. If your parents are asking you and coming to you for advice and coming to you for answers, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? So what I'm saying to you, mothers, is not a knock on you at all. It's not. But it's just another way to look at the situation. Yes, they're your children. You birthed them. You went through the 9 months of labor and 18 years of paying. You went through that. Nonetheless, there's a spirit inside the child that needs to be born, it needs to bloom, and it needs to detach from your spirit. So forgiving mom for overprotecting me, forgiving mom for having fear that I'd be hurt, forgiving mom for not protecting me, forgiving mom for not caring, forgiving mom for turning me against my dad, forgiving mom for making me feel as if my dad was the lowest thing on the earth. Forgive my mom for turning me against white people. Forgive my mom for turning me against women. Forgive my mom. And when you forgive your mom, I'm not just talking about lip service and you doing it for the sake of just saying it. No, you have to live it. You have to walk it every day. You have to be conscious that they don't know what they do. They're innocent. They're doing the best they can with what they have. Don't let it take as long as it took me to learn this. Forgive her today and be free. I wish someone would have told me this.